better hand synchronization translates to more control. Which is a key element to enhancing your playing skills. One of the best ways to focus and enhance our hand synchronization is by playing exercises that incorporate string skipping and involve the usage of all our fingers. A jump between strings means a parallel jump between both of our hands. In other words, a jump between strings means that our picking hand needs to land on the same string that our fretting hand does, which puts an emphasis on hand synchronization. So let's take a look at 3 levels of exercises that target hand synchronization, each one building up on difficulty. You'll hate the last level, but learn to love it in time. So just as a side note, every exercise here should be played at a tempo that yields clear sound. If you're a beginner, don't hesitate to slow down by a lot. In time, you'll be able to increase the tempo. So let's get to it. Level 1. Seems pretty easy, right? Well, not really. Take your guitar and try to play this with me. We're incorporating 3 different string skips in this exercise. The first one, the second one, and the third one. The fingering here is very important. Each finger has its own designated fret, and here is the correct way to play this. This, for example, isn't. So let's practice this for a few bars using a backing track I made, available at my Patreon in different tempos. Another thing to talk about is the picking technique here. We alternate pick everything. That's the whole point of this exercise, performing difficult maneuvers that involve both of our hands. If a certain string skip or a maneuver is difficult for you, that's fine. It means that the exercise is working. And in time, you'll see how easy it gets. Okay, let's get to the second level. In the second level, we add 1 more string skip to this exercise and we're finishing it off as well. So this means we have a full loop of this exercise without having any breaks. Let's see how this is played. While playing this, all the takeaways from the previous exercise persist. Basically, what we're doing in this level is adding another string skip in an uncomfortable position. So as we said, if each finger has its own designated fret, the last string skip is performed with our pinky and our middle finger. If you're constantly missing notes, means you have to slow down. As a tip, make sure that your left hand's movement is as small as possible, which in other words means reducing the extra and unnecessary movements of your left hand that ultimately slows you down and affects your accuracy. So let's see how to practice this level. Alright, let's get to our last level, level 3. In this level, we're going to move to a different position and play a bit of a different shape. So we're taking the harmonic minor shape that we just played, and we're moving 4 frets back to the G note. And from this note, we're going to change to a major shape. And here as well, we're applying the same principles that we applied in the last exercise. In this position, we're introducing some stretches to increase the intensity of this exercise by a bit before reaching the end of it and circling back. Just like the former exercise, the fingering here is very important. Here's a closer look on how it should be played. This level allows us to play everything in one continuous loop, so let's see how everything put together looks in action. As always, tab and backing tracks can be found in my Patreon. Thanks for watching.